looking at the wrong thing. There we go. We're live.
Hello,
We
everyone.
are absolutely live.
We haven't been here since July.
That's right.
It is August the 5th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I want to warn everybody.
I got you on that one, didn't I?
You got me. I want to warn everybody. There may be a yawn or two in this live stream.
Maybe. Jason just asked me if I was sleepy, and I said quite a bit.
Oh, me. Oh, goodness.
Y'all.
We're just exhausted. We big day today. Y'all see that in tomorrow's video. And we were up all night last night. Well, all day yesterday, then all night last night, packing orders.
Every order has been shipped out.
Yes.
Every single skillet has shipped out.
But I want to say this. We could not have done it without the one and the only Ryan the Roaster.
If y'all, I've said it before, and it was before he ever helped us with this.
Oh, goodness.
If y'all don't follow Ryan, he has a YouTube, Ryan the Roaster.
Listen, I don't know what platform y'all like, but Ryan's on all of them. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. He's there.
He is. We've said it before. As all the people that we surround ourselves with that help us are wonderful people. Ryan he's up there, y'all. I mean,
yeah.
And we're just so happy that he's joined us and that we're able to have ventures like this with him.
Mm-hmm.
He made it fun.
Well,
it didn't feel like work.
It didn't feel like work, and it wasn't supposed to. He was just going to show us how to do things. That's my whole intention.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "No, I'm staying until the last one's packed. I'm not going anywhere."
And I told him I was tapping out at 5 o'clock. I said, "Y'all, I can't do anymore. I quit." And it was time to get some fuel, meaning dinner, supper, or it was time to go to bed. One of the two, because we were deep into it at this point. And Ryan said, "Brooke, no." And then Jason said, "Well, Brooke, if we don't finish them up tonight, then do you know what it's going to be like tomorrow?"
Today was just as busy.
It's going to be, it's going to be this again tomorrow. And we won't have Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan had, things he has to do. And, oh, goodness. So I went and picked up food and got back. And I fed the animals. And I got back to work. And Ryan said, "Wait, I thought you were tapping out." And I said, "I got a little boost of energy.
A little second wind.
Yeah. And we finished them all up last night. And we loaded them all up last night.
Mm-hmm.
And we are so thankful. Now, we're not dismissing the fact that Rachel and Roy offered to help. Well, Roy's on vacation.
Yes.
Rachel offered to come and help us.
Yes.
Laura offered to come here and help us.
Absolutely.
So we're not leaving those out. There could have been too many irons in the fire.
Yeah, I said last night, it could have been if you had too many people, just.
He'd have been bumping into each other.
Yeah. Only way it would be if somebody could have taken a break and then somebody could have stepped in. So,
and y'all, I had told Caden last week that he could come work Monday or Tuesday and we'd let him know. Well, I reached out to Catherine and told her to let Caden work for her yesterday and he could help us Tuesday because we didn't think the skillets were going to all sell out in one day. We thought that we would be, selling these for several weeks.
And we thought we were going to have some to take to the fall festival in September.
That's right.
That is the honest truth. We had no idea. We even thought that we may even have some left over and we have, for Christmas.
That's right. So I told Caden, I said, "Go help Catherine." And that was a mistake.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
I told Caden, because Caden did help us today because Ryan was not here. But I told Caden, I said, "Boy, we messed up."
We messed up.
We messed up. And so, Caden would have been glad to help us. And we could have pulled him from helping Catherine. But we got it done.
Yeah.
But we did make a big mistake. And we thank y'all for that mistake.
it was totally blown away. And we also want to apologize too, because we had no idea. All we could go off of is previous sales, things we have done in the past. And that's kind of what we based this off of. Plus the logistics of it all, where can we store cast iron skillets?
Yeah.
And then how much can we handle as with 3 people counting Ryan? So there was a lot going on when all this was going on, and we thought we had more than enough.
We thought we did. Matter of fact, when Wendy approached us, she told us what the minimum order was, and we were like, we can't handle that many.
Yeah, we thought it was too many.
We tossed the idea around the two of us to not even do it because we thought it was too many.
We did.
We did not think that we could handle that many.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't think we could sit on that many for a long period. We'd be sitting on them for a long period of time.
And we did all this in April is when it all came about.
Y'all.
We did not have the skid steer. So to be able to pick, one pallet weighs about 1,200 pounds. And so, it was,
if not more.
If not more. So be able to move it. We didn't have anything to move it with. So yeah, it was
y'all, it was a disaster is what it was. They delivered it on a freight truck, and all we had was our tractor. And we looked, at how much our tractor would pick up, but we had to pick it up from the top of the 18-wheeler with our tractor, and the tire blew off the front of the wheel on the tractor. When we unloaded the last pallet, we had unloaded 2 of them. We couldn't go far. We just unloaded them in the driveway.
We did. Luckily, we got the skid steer the next day.
Yep. We left them in the driveway, y'all. Pallets stacked in the driveway, out by the road. Because the tractor, we rode on the rim of the tractor. It blew off.
Oh, goodness.
It blew off the rim. And so we had no choice. We had to get it out of the road. And it was a disaster. I don't even know what day that was.
I don't know what day it was either.
They arrived sooner than they should have.
They did.
We knew the day prior that they were coming, but we were thinking we'd have the skid steer by then.
Yeah.
And
we were.
Lodge they got them ready quicker than what they anticipated.
They did.
Because they have to make a plate with your logo on it. It's a custom plate. And that's what took so long as far as the design.
Well, and then they got to stop production and do that. And then
it's a special run.
It was, but absolutely blown away. Thank you guys. Now, so here's the big question. Everybody that did not get one, that wants one, are we going to do it again? And I do want to apologize about emails. We have gotten over, I don't know how many, hundreds of emails wanting to know, I missed it. Are you going to do more? I missed it. Are you going to do more?
There's Katie from the UPS store.
Hey,
Katie. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
And so we have not been able to respond to those emails. We just been overwhelmed. We worked all night last night. We had a bunch of stuff to do today. Dr. D came today. I had to record a video today. We had to go deliver the cast iron skillets to the UPS store. It's been crazy. So we have not been able to answer your emails. And so this is what we've came up with. We've talked to Lodge. And so we're thinking about doing a pre-sale. Not like we did this last time. We thought, we had plenty. When you order it, you're going to get it. So the pre-sale, good thing about the pre-sale is anybody that wants the cast iron skillet will get one. But it may be 6 weeks before you get it because we got to run the pre-sale. Then Lodge has got to stop what they're doing, which can be anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks before we get the skillets. So then we get the skillets in, and then we have to, get the boxes, get them all packed up and ready to go. So we just don't want anybody to get disappointed saying, hey, I ordered a skillet. Where is it? And it's, it may be up to 6 weeks out before you actually get the skillet.
So it won't be like, hey, I want one. Hey, I want one. Put me down for 2. It will be an actual purchase.
Yes.
It will be on our website. You will go and you will pay for it. You will commit to buying one. We will have your money and we will ship you the skillets when they get here. We're trying to pinpoint an exact time as to how long it will take for them to print. They do have our logo this time. So that logo's already made. Right. But they will reutilize that aspect of it. So Wendy has an estimation, but I don't want to put that on the website and it not be actual time.
We'll do a window.
Yeah, we'll do a window.
We'll do a window now to kind of give you an idea. Now, one more little hiccup that we were not expecting, and this has absolutely nothing to do with us whatsoever. When we bought this first run, because we have to buy them. So when we bought this first run, we bought them in April.
No, we did not. We bought them in February.
Sorry. We bought them in February. Okay. Since February, some things have happened over the last few months, and there has been a price increase on Lodge's side. And so we want to be upfront with you guys and tell y'all that there will be a price increase.
So my concern was when she told me how, that they had increased in prices. How am I going to explain this to people? They're going to think that we're trying to take their money.
And we're not. This has nothing to do with us whatsoever. Absolutely nothing to do with us.
Okay. So I said, can you please give me some insight on the substantial price increase and the reason for it? And she said, the cost of raw materials has gone up as well as the cost of labor. Tariffs have gone into effect over the past 6 months. The demand for U.S.-made materials and materials from countries with lower tariffs has significantly risen.
Yes.
This is a text from Lodge.
Right.
They will be $5 more.
They will be $5 more.
So we will be able to eat some of that, but we can't.
And we are eating some.
Yes, because we have to go to Tennessee and pick them up this time.
See, last time they were delivered here. This time we're going to rent a truck and go to Tennessee and get them ourselves to try to save more money so it won't be such a big difference for you guys.
That's right.
So we wanted to be upfront with that. We don't want to wait. We don't want anybody to get mad. We don't want anybody to be discouraged. And we just want, people to be happy, and we're just trying to do it the only way we know how.
That's right. Yeah. We don't want to price ourselves to where it's not reasonable for you guys.
Yes.
But then we're keeping the exact same everything, except for we're going to go get them this time.
We're going to go get them this time.
And the margin will be lower for us. And we were blown away. We had no idea. We would have ordered double, triple initially had we known
it. Yeah.
And we had in our mind that we were going to be sitting on them and that our barn's only so big, and we had 3 pallets sitting there since April. And oh goodness.
So people are asking how much. It's going to go from $29 to $34, basically.
$29.99 to $34.99. So a $5 increase. Now the shipping will not change. The shipping is actual cost of shipping from our place, UPS to you, and it is all calculated in the Shopify. It is actual shipping, and you're shown that before you check out, so you know how much the shipping's going to be. Now, as far as shipping internationally, y'all, I wish maybe we can figure something out between now and then. I hung my head every single time I read somebody said, I've been a follower since the old farm and I want one, and I'm in, Australia, or Europe, or wherever you are. And y'all, I just don't know how we can make it work.
I don't know either, but we'll check into that. So there's some people coming in late, but we are thinking about doing the pre-sale, and we'll run the pre-sale for an entire week.
7 days.
Everybody that wants a cast iron skillet, they can get one. So we'll run the pre-sale for the entire week.
And we have talked to Jacqueline today. So Jacqueline says she can get it up and going on the website where you guys can make your purchase. We will let you guys know when that happens. My main thing right now is I do not want to say on that website we'll have them and we'll ship them out in 3 to 4 weeks. If that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
My mind when I go to bed would be if they haven't arrived to us September the 5th and I've got your money and I told you I was going to ship them out in 3 to 4 weeks and they're not here yet, I would feel the need to call each and every one of you and I can't possibly do it.
Right.
So we just want to have a better timeline as far as, if we start this was our thing. If we start production August the 18th, which would give us, if we started at 7 days.
Yeah. August 18th.
From the 8th through the 15th or whatever it was. And then that Monday would be the 18th. If we started it then, that would be a month. So September 15th. I mean, we don't know though.
Right. We don't know.
We're just spinning wheels.
Yeah, that's true. It's an 8-inch pan.
It's an 8-inch skillet and it is made by Lodge in the U.S., but they do have to get some of their iron from other countries. So that's where the tariffs come in.
Yeah, the tariffs coming in.
We can't get enough iron in the U.S. to supply all of Lodge's, but they're all manufactured in the U.S. in Tennessee.
Yep.
In Tennessee.
That's right. So. That's right. Oh, so I got to tell this story. I got to. And I'm going to repeat it in the video tomorrow, but I got to tell this story. So our biggest issue was, we're in the middle of nowhere. We're in rural, and then how are we going to ship all these skillets?
Yeah.
How are we going to ship them all? And literally our post office is the size of a bathroom. It's tiny. So we knew there's no way possible that our post office can handle all this. It's just absolutely no way possible. So then we thought about UPS, and UPS would come pick them up. And that was our plan. But then we started, talking to UPS, and lo and behold, that was going to be a little more difficult than we imagined because it was so many. So we decided to call our local UPS store.
This was yesterday.
Our initial thoughts were we were going to get the UPS freight truck 18-wheeler to come here, and we're going to load them with the skid steer on the UPS 18.
And we already had that, in our mind.
Yep.
All we had to do was mash a button and they would send the truck to pick them up.
So called our local UPS store and found out that your little UPS stores that you see are locally owned or independently owned. They're not owned by the corporate UPS.
I had no idea.
We had no idea.
I've been in there 100 times, y'all, and they're always so nice. Every time I come back to Jason, if I went by myself, and I say they are always so friendly and so willing to help, but I still thought it was corporate owned.
So lo and behold, the young man, Caleb, was so excited and so willing to help. He whatever he needed to do, because he would get credit for those skillets.
That's right, for shipping them.
And so me and Brooke, we already, right then when we learned this was a local young man. This is his business, that he will get the credit. It won't be the big corp. We were like, this is no brainer. We're just going to load them up all on our horse trailer and we're driving them to his store.
Ryan's at the house and Ryan's like, y'all, this is simple. We're helping the little man.
Yeah.
We're helping the local economy.
Yes.
Go get the trailer. We're going to load them up.
We're going to load them up.
Because if we had an 18-wheeler come, we could have picked them up at one time with the skid steer,
yes,
loaded them on the truck and been
Absolutely.
Done. Instead, we one by one put them into the horse trailer, and Caleb got the credit for the sale.
He got the credit for it. And he's like, look, I got a pair of set of hand trucks. I will unload them all myself. I will take care of everything. You just get them here, and then we're good. Nick, let me tell you, we had the whole parking lot blocked, and it was kind of crazy.
Caleb said that he would put out cones if he needed to enable us to back in, and there, he got some extra help in there today. He had his cousin Katie there helping, and it was just an assembly line.
He had this large kiosk machine in the front that he actually removed.
Now we removed the printer and put the
printer.
Kiosk
That's right. That's right. So he can make room for everything. And anyways, so we brought a set of hand trucks. We took Caden with us. Yep. So we had Caden, Caleb, and Katie.
Yep. And Brooke.
and Brooke and Jason.
And
we had 3 sets of hand trucks. We had an assembly line going inside the horse trailer.
And one by one, one of us has put their hands on each and every one of your skillets. And y'all, I was sweating, and I'm glad that the temperatures were lower, but I don't feel like it was work at all. It was fun.
That was them in the UPS store when we got done.
It was deep. I don't know if y'all could see how many boxes that was, but it was pretty deep.
And he was so thankful and so grateful. Bless his heart. He was just it made his day.
It made our day.
To
know that we had helped.
We did.
Somebody else, and it's just that's what this whole thing is about to us. And Ryan just emphasized it so much yesterday. He said, "You know why I love y'all so much? It's because you're doing this for the right reasons." You're doing this for the right reason. And of course, we were like, Ryan, you're the one that's doing this for the right. And we all are. We all work together, and we just are, we're just thrilled to be a part of everything.
That's right.
It's just, it just brightens our day to know that we're helping somebody.
It really did. And even the little thank you cards that you get with Brooke's recipe on the back, we got our little
one.
We should have. We got our little, the gentleman, the local print shop here that does our books for us. We got him to print those up for us too. Right. And he was pretty excited. So
that's everything was done, locally inside the United States for sure. Even with being made at Lodge.
That's right.
So we were
oh man,
we were giddy, and it's just we're not complaining one bit. It's a good time. It's a good feeling, and it's a good time. Can you get more of those? We talked about it earlier.
Yeah,
and we're going to try to open up a pre-sale soon. We will make that known to everybody so everybody can have a chance to purchase one. We're thinking it will be sometime in September.
Okay. How do you sneak in?
You better hurry. Okay. We're thinking it'll be sometime in September. But y'all, it will be an 8-inch skillet. The tooling is there for the 8-inch skillet. I asked Wendy yesterday when I talked to her on the phone. I said, okay, say we wanted to change the size of the skillet up. Say we wanted to go to a 10-inch. And I'll tell y'all the reason behind doing the 8-inch in just a minute. But would that require a new plate is what they call it? And she said, yes.
Yeah.
You can't go from an 8-inch skillet to a 10-inch skillet without retooling. And that's what takes 4 weeks or so to make that plate that they use for the mold. Now, we thought long and hard about what size to do. What size should we offer to you guys? And we did decide on the 8-inch, which some of you are saying that's too small. We felt like it was a good universal size for a single person or a couple.
Yeah.
And we also looked at the weight of the skillet.
That was the other thing, was the weight.
You went from an 8-inch to a 10-inch, and the poundage increased substantially, and the shipping charges increased substantially. And we just felt like we would be pricing you guys out of, we had a minimum order, and we just didn't feel comfortable sitting on as many as we had to buy with a larger size.
Yeah.
So that's why we did the 8-inch. And I think most people appreciate the 8-inch, and most people understand that that's what it's going to be. If you want a bigger one, you just might have to get a plain one. We'll see. But I just don't. I feel like the 8 inches is going to be.
It's good. A lot of weight. It's a lot of weight.
Yeah,
we learned that it's a lot of weight. It's not like shipping a t-shirt.
It's not like shipping a t-shirt, and when you got to think about y'all, shipping costs are not cheap.
Oh no,
no matter how you ship something, it's not cheap. And we want to be cost effective. We don't want somebody to say, "Oh, how are you supposed to afford this shipping?" It's not. We don't set the shipping. It's set by the shipper.
That's right.
So
that's right. But thank y'all. We'll keep y'all interested. We'll keep y'all updated on all of that. Absolutely, all of that.
No, price is not to be announced. If we open up the pre-sale, they will be $34.99 because Lodge had a price increase. So if y'all are tuning in late, we did have to go up $5. Go back and listen if you want to hear the story behind it, but they will be $34.99 when they go on sale.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting on some finalized things to happen.
And I see some people worried about the minimum order, and that I don't think that's going to be a problem from all the emails and messages we got. I think we should be fine there. And if not, I think we'd be close enough that that
we could sit on it.
We could, store and just sell them, along the way, or take some to a meet and greet or whatever. So we're not worried about that. I'm pretty sure.
That's right. We don't think that it's going to be to where we won't meet the minimum according to the number of emails that we got and the interest from you guys.
That's right.
Yes, we will be picking them up from South Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Yep. And according to how many pre-orders we get will determine if I get to get a Penske truck again or if I have to
with a lift gate.
Pull a little trailer.
With a lift gate.
That seat is just wonderful. You're going to have to stay home because it's just a 2-seater and Big Carl's already asked to go. Unless you want to ride in the box.
I could ride. I'd have to take Holly.
Well, she's got her permit. You reckon they'll let her drive?
Holly?
Mary Carl.
Oh, me. Oh, goodness gracious.
The new shop would not be a storage center because we are in the process of getting electricity put in there.
We don't have that yet.
We don't have that yet, but we don't need to be working around the skillets either. If we have it by then, that's a possibility. We might work out of there, but I have a feeling that the Volkswagen's going to be out of the barn by then and into the shop. It's raining. It's raining.
It is raining.
It is raining. I do have a feeling that Volkswagen's going to be out of there.
I tracked my muffler. I thought it was going to be here today, but it's not.
Every day he's thought this muffler was going to be here. It must be coming from California, not Texas.
Arizona.
Arizona.
It's coming from Arizona. Let me see.
Look at there. There is no rain on the radar, and it's raining.
From? Let me track my package here. It says.
Interesting.
Today.
It'll be here by today at 9:00. So if
Jason, it still shows in Memphis.
It's not going to be here.
It's not going to be here today. I don't think so.
Why are they shipping a muffler to the post office?
Don't ask me.
What it is they're going to put it on FedEx.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay.
They're going to put it on FedEx. They're going to swap it over, and it will be here tomorrow, I bet you.
Hopefully, it'll be here tomorrow. If that muffler comes and I get that muffler on,
we're going to drive it tomorrow.
Termite's going to run. Now, how good it runs now, because I got to adjust the carburetor, but it's going to move.
It's going to move.
It's going to move.
It's going to move, and it's going to move out of that barn. I asked Ryan yesterday, I said, do you think this Volkswagen's just a permanent fixture in the barn? He said, huh? I said, just don't even worry about what I ask you. So y'all, I went to town yesterday evening because I was not going to cook or prepare food at my house after what we had done already. I decided I was going to go pick these guys up something to eat, and I was on my way town and I had a destination. Well, my mind told me otherwise while I was driving. I said, these guys are working so hard, they may want a good hamburger. So I called Jason and I said, hey, how about a hamburger? He said, yep, that's good. I said, okay, because we have a restaurant that makes really good hamburgers.
So if you're in the area, because I want people to know this.
Oh, yeah.
If you're in the area, there is a little Mexican restaurant called Three Amigos. They got great Mexican food, but it is one of the best hamburgers you'll eat. Hands down.
I found out about it because there was a thread that was a local, Chilton County Post who has the best hamburger in Chilton County.
That's right.
And boy, the list went on, and I kept seeing a repeat of this Mexican restaurant that we frequented. But we did not know this place even had hamburgers on the menu.
You don't even look for a hamburger when you go to a Mexican restaurant. I'm looking at street taco. I mean, that's what I look for every time. Street tacos.
I look for, taco salad or fajita taco salad. Yep. And that's what we always got. Well, when it said this place, Three Amigos, was the best hamburger, I was like, okay, we got to go try it. So next time we went somewhere to eat, which is not very often, we said, we're going there because we're getting a hamburger. Of course, 2 of us were getting a hamburger, not all of us. Enough said. So we ordered the hamburger, and wow, it knocked our socks off.
It was so good.
It was so good.
And it was still hard to order the hamburger when
it was. And so
I still one of them street tacos.
I reach out to my good buddy Catherine over at G&G, and I think I'm fixing to tell her something that she didn't know. I said, Lord have mercy, you have got to go and try that hamburger at Three Amigos. It is so good. They are good, aren't they?
No, she knew.
I said, you mean to tell me that you knew that their hamburgers were good? She said, yeah, Tony gets that one that's got the fried egg and bacon on it.
Oh, my gracious. Nick said he's never had one. There's no way. Y'all have to eat a hamburger at Three Amigos. I promise you will not. They even butter the bun and toast it. You
know what he told me when I picked it up?
What's that?
Oh, I gotta, well, I'm going to tell y'all what he told me first. He said, he had these peanuts for sale, and it was a sign on the register, and it said Japanese peanuts. Mm-hmm. And he said, ask me about the Japanese peanuts. And so I asked him, and he said, yeah. He said, they're actually Mexican peanuts, but they're packaged in Japan. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, well, are they good? And he said, yeah, they're good. Just get a little pack. And I thought, why are you telling me to get a little pack? So then we start talking about, eating too many of them and whatnot. So I bought the little pack, and I looked at it, and it was a good many calories for the little pack. And I said, wow. I said, if somebody was counting their calories, they might want to get this. And he said, yeah. He said, that's why, well, I guess he was telling me I needed to watch my calories, because that's why I told you to get the little pack. And then he says, our hamburgers, that's a different thing about our hamburgers than like a fast food restaurant. They're made with 100% real beef. They're grilled to where the fat is taken away from the meat. And
they grill onions with it.
Yeah.
Too.
And he said, you know what you're getting. So they're lower calories. And I thought, man, you're a salesman.
And a salesman.
Trying to tell me your hamburger's lower calories.
They're good, though.
It is good.
It is good. It is one of the... You know what? I will say, after eating it last night, I love the Kraft Burger.
The Kraft Burger is the best.
But it is up there with the Kraft Burger.
The Kraft Burger is a little better, in my opinion.
It's up there.
It is up there.
If I was doing a blind taste test and didn't know the difference, I think it'd be closer than what I think, or you think.
It probably would.
Good. Nick and Zoe is good.
So I asked Jason, I said, well,
it's big too. That's how big it was going to your story.
So I said, okay, well, the French fries probably won't be very good by the time that I get back with them. So you want just a hamburger.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. And so then I remembered that it's hamburger and French fries for one price. They don't separate it. It's sold hamburger and French fries, or hamburger and onion rings. I forgot about that. And so I said, Jason, I forgot that it's sold as a combo. I said, so it's hamburger and French fries. Do y'all just want one a piece, or do you want 2 a piece? He said 2 each. I said, okay. So
I misread her text.
2 each. And so I ordered myself one. So I ordered 5 hamburgers and French fries.
Oh,
and I get back, and Ryan's like, Brooke, I appreciate the food, but if you don't mind, I'm going to take this one home. unless you want it. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, I couldn't eat 2 of them. And Jason's like, I couldn't either. I said, you were the one that told me to get 2 each.
Oh, me.
So
we had good lunch today, though, didn't we, Ryan?
Yeah. I hope Ryan remembered to put his in the refrigerator
too. Because if so, Ryan had a good lunch today.
I heated Jason's up in the oven.
I did, because it was good.
Oh goodness! I thought after I ate mine, I thought there's no way these guys are going to eat 2 of them. There's no way, because I didn't eat my French fries, and I still was full.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
it was good. It was really good. It was even good left over, and usually but it was still good left over. It was good.
So speaking of Kraft Burger, we went to Kraft Burger after your procedure, and we have not had a live since your procedure.
Sure have not.
Your procedure, I don't want to say it because people say I say a M in it. Colonoscopy. He had a colonoscopy last Thursday. And he had it done at UAB, and he had absolutely no problems whatsoever. He had no polyps. He does not have to go back for 10 years. And he got to go eat Kraft Burger afterwards.
Yeah, I did. It was good too.
Now, he was sleepy for a couple of days.
I was sleepy for a couple of days. It was. Now, I will say this. Everybody was right. The procedure itself wasn't that bad. The prep. And I would say this. The flavor of that stuff did not bother me at all. When I first got that one, I was like, okay, I was preparing myself. I'm thinking Alka-Seltzer. That's what I was thinking it's going to taste like. Alka-Seltzer. That's it. So I'm getting it, and it's 8 ounces every 15 minutes. You got to do that to 1 gallon's gone, right?
Till half a gallon's gone.
Half a gallon's gone. So, circuit. Instant. Gone within 2 seconds. I said, this is going to be a breeze. This is going to be nothing. Oh.
So you had to drink 8 cups.
The second one came about, no problem. And I got a 15-minute timer set. Third one, and it's a little bit. Y'all, when I got to number 5 and 6, the taste didn't bother me. I was just full. I was like, I cannot hold any more of this liquid in me. My gracious. It was taking me the whole 15 minutes to get it down. And I was like, oh, you
feel bloated. You feel very bloated.
Man, I thought I was going to pop.
And I didn't tell him any of that. But that was my toughest part too, was holding all of it, being able to drink all of it. And Jason got it down. He did what he was supposed to do, and he had his procedure. But y'all, let me tell you something. I got to stay back there until they, why did they make me go?
You got to drive me, girl.
No, Jason. Why did they make me go out of the waiting room procedure so early?
Are they to me the same way? They just go with you through everything's going to go on. They take you back to the waiting room.
Well, Jason had to wait probably 45 minutes after I left out of his little bed area with the curtain. That's what I'm thinking about. The lady that was next to you.
Let me tell you, you wasn't in there.
I know.
You wasn't in there. So, y'all, I'm in there waiting, and my phone's taken away. So I'm sitting there just twiddling my thumbs. And listen, y'all, most of y'all, or if not all y'all, know the procedure. So it's like, I had to do 3 days of this low residue diet. And then the next one is all liquid. And then the half a day, really, I can't have anything. So it's 5 days of dieting.
Yeah. Strict dieting.
So here I am, over here just twiddling my thumbs, watching everything going by in front of me and whatnot. And this nurse, asking me these questions, and it's like they ask me these questions 50 times. But they go next door to me, and it's just curtains. It's not like a room. We're just curtains separating us. And she's asking this lady same thing. And so She goes, all right, have you had anything to eat in the past 24 hours? And of course, she's just thinking the lady's going to say, no, I haven't anything. And then she goes, yes, ma'am, I had me a half a turkey sandwich and some French fries last night. And you could just hear silence, like a pin could drop. And the nurse said, ma'am, can you repeat that? And she said, yes, ma'am. I had a half a turkey sandwich and some French fries. And she said, what time did you have this? And she said, 8 p.m. And she was like, oh my gracious. And so I'm sitting there going, what in the world?
You wish you could have had a turkey sandwich.
I'm thinking, number one. And so the next question was, ma'am, did you take all the prep? She said, oh, yes, ma'am, I took all the prep. I'm thinking myself, you done gone through all this torture. You've waited out in the waiting room for 2 hours. You done got wheeled back there. You know, the humility of you taking your clothes off and putting a gown on, and you're sitting in there waiting to have this procedure done. And you may have just messed it all up because you had she made sure to let that woman know it was a half a turkey sandwich. She said every time.
She said she was
half a turkey sandwich.
I got hungry.
And so, yeah. So the nurse asked her, she said, ma'am, why did you eat that? She said, well, I got hungry. I got hungry. I was like, oh my gosh. And so I'm over there just cracking up. And so the nurse goes, the doctor's probably going to cancel your procedure. And there was no, like, oh no, or anything. And she could, I feel like she could care less if she got it done or not. But I'm thinking, you done put in all this work for this. And
but then you said she started telling her it was just a half of a sandwich.
Because
I wasn't that hungry.
Well, the nurse got tickled because she made sure to let her know it was a half a sandwich. And so she was like, well, man, it don't matter if it was a half a sandwich or a whole sandwich. You know, you probably kind of messed up. She said, normally it's 18 hours. You can't have anything to eat. This was 8 o'clock. So that hadn't even been 12 hours. Yeah, it was. Oh, bless her heart. I don't know. She was
So Jason doesn't know that.
I don't know if she got it done or not.
Because he got wheeled away.
I did. They were still waiting on the doctor to come over there and talk to her about it.
And I never got to go into the back again. Next time I saw Jason was him in a wheelchair, them putting him in the car with me. But that poor lady, I can only imagine. She was elderly.
That's a lot. That's in Birmingham, Alabama. The Kirkland Clinic, which is this big.
You know, she had to drive to get there. I mean, she may have lived
well, she
in
had
Birmingham.
A driver, but.
And then she told, didn't you say that she said she had it done a few years ago? And
they asked her, is this her first one? She said, oh, no, I've had this done 3 or 4 years ago.
And they had removed some things previously. So she knew the process. And, I felt so bad for her. I mean, yes, she ate the turkey sandwich, but she probably didn't realize that they were going to cancel it. At least she told them, because if they had gotten in there, that would not have been good. They probably would have been upset with her.
Probably would have been upset with her. Yeah, probably would have been upset with her. But everybody was right. Everybody was right. So they wheel you back there, and I'm sitting there, and the darn machine broke that the pump goes in, that they pump your
anesthesia
in. And so I'm like, oh, this is great. This is great. I'm going to be sitting here for another 45 minutes or so.
Well, y'all, by the time that they had a computer screen and it had numbers on it, so I could follow, in room, in procedure, stop process, in recovery. I could see the whole thing, and I'm looking at Jason's number, and it said stop process, and it only took 9 minutes from the time that it said start process to end process. It was 9 minutes. But, this is preparation for 5 days for 9 minutes. Now, that's not from the time that's from the time they started working on it to the time they finished. But, what was I fixing to say?
Well, I'll say this. So they finally got the machine going. Another nurse came over there and unhooked it and unplugged it, plugged it back in. And she said, just like resetting your phone. And so I was like, okay, good. So I'm laying there.
I know what I was going to say.
I'm laying there and they don't say anything. I've had anesthesia several times when I was a kid for all my eye operations. And I remember to this day, and I was 3 years old, still remember it. You know, they had the little things on you, and they told me to count to 10. And I got to 3, and that's all I remember. Lights out. But they don't tell you nothing. I'm sitting there
going, big boy now.
I'm sitting there thinking, oh, they're going to tell me to count to 10, or you're going to get sleepy, or fixing to give it to you. No, I don't. I'm looking up. The next thing I know, they're shaking me. You wake up, Mr. Smith. Wake up, Mr. Smith. And I'm like, what? What?
So his appointment was at 2:00. And of course we got there, well before 2:00, and we were able to park in valet because if you're having a surgery procedure, then you get free valet parking. So we pull up in the valet. Well, I get a text at 3:45, which is the exact time that his process started. His procedure started at 3:45 and his appointment was at 2. They were running very much behind that day.
Yeah, that's right.
My text said that valet would be closing, that you either needed to make your way to the desk or get your keys from security. So my wheels start spinning and I'm thinking to myself, I'm just going to get my keys from security because I'm not going to move my car. I'm going to miss out on when he's in recovery and they're going to bring. Anyway, so I got thinking about it some more and I thought, I might better go see about this parking. So I walked up to the valet desk and I said, I'm parked in valet. And they said, okay, what's your text number or whatever? And I told them, and what they were doing was they were getting your car, bringing it up to the hospital front. And that way you wouldn't have to go get your keys from security. You just went right to your car. And I sure am glad I didn't wait on security because there's no telling how long we would have waited to find our keys. If I had went to go get a security guard. Think about it.
You're right.
So I'm glad that the message was not real clear as to valet was closing. I thought I had to go move my car, but what they were going to do is move it for me into the front of the surgery center. And goodness gracious, he didn't get out of there. We got in 5:00 traffic. It was right after 5 when we left the hospital. Remember?
Yep.
And 5:00 traffic in Birmingham is not where you want to be.
No.
When we made it home, Dr. D had messaged us. He wanted to come that afternoon. And it was Wednesday when he wanted to, when he asked me if he could come Thursday afternoon. I said, well, Jason has a procedure done. I can let you know when we're on the way home and see if, time's right. We can get home till almost 8:00. So Dr. D was out of the question that day.
And I couldn't have helped him.
No.
I couldn't help him.
And I couldn't have done it by myself.
Yep. And he needed help.
He needed help.
Yep.
So somebody said that they see I'm married again.
That's right.
So if y'all saw my last video where I pickled the green beans that Tanya and I picked, that when I was in the big box store getting the supplies that I needed, the Mrs. Wages dill pickle mix, I thought about picking up a silicone ring. I said, somebody told me I could just pick up a cheap one at Walmart. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go over there and get one. And I did. And all they had was men's rings. And they were those big fat, you got one on? Big fat.
It was even bigger in this one.
Take it off. It was a big fat silicone ring.
It was bigger in this one.
And I knew Jason wore a size 10 and I had tried this one on. And I said, well, that's what it's going to take now as a 10. I used to wear a 6, but now I'm a 10. And so I said, well, that fits perfect. I know what size I need. And it was way fatter than this.
Thicker than that.
But I didn't have anything to compare it to. So I bought a pack of 4. And y'all, I got home and I tried those things on and it felt ridiculous and it looked ridiculous.
It did look silly.
It looked silly.
It looked like she put a piece of duct tape around it.
It did. And I said, this is not going to work. And so we ordered these little thin bands. Jason said they're probably not going to have one in a 10 that's small. And lo and behold, they did. So I'm married again. We got our vows renewed. But I got all colors, so y'all don't be surprised if you see me in a different color. The doctor did tell me I can wear it. I'm fine to wear the silicone band. It will break under pressure, and it's no issues with that. So
yeah,
we're married again.
Oh, I wanted to talk about the little birding adventure.
Oh, birding.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we went to the Alabama Black Belt Birding Festival. Say that real fast. We went last year.
It's not white. It's actually pink.
It's like a light pink color.
It's like the color of my shirt.
Mm-hmm. So we went last year, had a great time, and kind of knew what to expect this year because it's you just got to know. Anyway, it's hard to explain. But so we went again this year, and we went to gosh, I don't know how you say it, some kind of trial. Long story short, the state owns this piece of property we went to. It's really big. It was called the State Cattle Ranch, if I'm not mistaken, at one time. But there's no cows there now, and they basically have turned it or trying to turn it into prairie land, Alabama prairie land, the way parts of Alabama looked back before farming hit, basically. Probably 1700s and earlier. We didn't know this, but Alabama was a lot of prairie land. We had bison here, among other things, and just blew my mind. And so that's what they're trying to do with this area. And we had a great time. We had an absolute great time.
I stayed home.
We saw, we've logged 46 species of birds, 4 of which that were new ones for me, and Miracle got 2 new ones, if I'm not mistaken. But the big one.
No, I think she told me 3.
Did she get 3?
I think she told me 3.
The big one was one that we've been trying to see forever, and we didn't see it, but we heard it. We got to confirm hearing. We sat there, the guide, he sat there forever and tried to move around us, and we looked, and that is the painted bunting. And we looked and looked and looked, never did actually see it, but we did hear it, which was still a big moment for a lot of people there. That's an elusive bird in our area. And I know that some people see it all the time, like we see bluebirds and blue jays and whatnot. But for us, it's kind of a rarity. And he said that they know that they're vibrant colors like that, and that he's a doctor and professor too.
Really?
Yeah. And they know that they're vibrant colors like that. So that's why they're so hard to see, is that they stay hidden real well.
Huh. Well, I know that Londa over at Adventures of Me and T, they have them down in Florida, and they're in abundance.
Yeah.
So for some people, it's not that rare, but I've never seen one. I've never heard one. So that is something that I would like to be able to see.
So I was a little excited, because he was trying to call it, and he could call when he realized it was there, y'all. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen anybody do. And he let us know. He said, "Look, if I get it confirmed," he said, "y'all are gonna know it, that I know this bird's here," and we did. So he was doing this call. We had my Merlin app, and I was doing listening. You just pick up all these birds around to see. And when he did the call, painted bunting would come up, and I would just delete it, start all over again, because I didn't want to get a false.
Right.
So this happened a couple of times, and then I looked at my phone and I saw it there, and he was standing close to me, and I asked him. I said, "Did you call back the bunting?" He said, "No." I said, "Like, look," he's like, "It's there," and they knew it was there because Andrew, one of the biggest birders in Alabama, huge. He had scouted the place, and they knew that this bird was there, and it's a pair.
Okay, so they come back year after year.
And so he's like, "No, that's it. That's it." And so I erased it and started again, and boom, it showed back up again. He's like, "That's it." And then one of the other people that were a big birder, they heard it too. And y'all, he went and he did his fingers like this, and he made this stress call. I was like, "What?" No, he's like, and he was doing. I was like, "Oh, look at this man!"
Well, y'all didn't tell me about that.
Oh my gosh, he was doing all this, and he was getting out.
Was he moving as he was?
Yes, and I was like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this before in my life.
You wouldn't want to get in a dance competition with him.
No, not when he was doing all this. And I was, and so I guess what he was doing was like a distress call or something to make the bird come up. But it never did. It never did. And we sat there a pretty good little minute.
How about that?
But just to see him do that was pretty exciting. And we saw a barn owl, which we don't see very often around here either.
That's right. Yep. I got an immediate text from Jason and Mary Carl telling me that there was a barn owl, and it was in a barn, right?
Yep, it was in a barn.
It was in a barn. They knew it was there, so they took everybody that was in the group there to see that barn owl. And if y'all remember, we had a little screech owl that lived here in our barn when we first bought the property. And we had to go in and out of that barn. It was infested with rats. That's the reason the screech owl was in there. We never put any poison in there whatsoever, but we did have to clean it out. We did have to get the old stuff out of there because it was being taken over basically by the rodents that were using the stuff to make the nest out of. And so in time, as we moved the material out, obviously the rodents moved away because there was nowhere for them to nest, and the screech owl moved on. Now, I have no doubt that screech owl is still
it's somewhere over there,
somewhere down there. And we've actually got an owl house down there.
I need to check that.
Yes, we've got an owl house down there that, we hope one day maybe that owl, being female, we don't know, will nest there and call it, her place to
That's right.
have some babies.
I will say this: if you're in the area, if you're not in the area, I would highly recommend going to that Black Belt Alabama Birding Festival. It's in downtown. The hub is in downtown Greensboro, Alabama, and they're really trying to revive that. The old buildings, they have antique shops there. It's really, 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 really nice. It's small, but it's really, really nice. It's an old hometown, kind of like Mayberry feeling. It's just super cool. But they have an opening, like the grand opening of the event there. And so they'll have local vendors set up there, and they'll have finger foods and some drinks, and they'll have live entertainment outside in a little courtyard area there. Cool places to eat around there. And then if you like if you like birding, it's great. They have one thing that's one of the biggest things there. So there's a bird called a swallowtail kite, which is a beautiful bird. And a kite is like a hawk, just in layman's terms. And it's got a split tail like this. And there's a farm called Joe's Farm. And what they'll do is they got bleachers set up and a viewing area set up. And they'll take the tractors and they'll come through and they cut the grass. And that causes the crickets and the bugs to jump up. And these kites, which are not super rare, but you got to be in the right spot to see them. And they'll come swooping down. And it's just big event. It's pretty daggum cool. That's kind of the main thing. But they got, I don't know, I bet they got 15 or more different tours that they do, and you pick one out that you want to go on.
There are a lot of various ones. Now they do offer an owl tour, and that is something that I would like to do at some point, but it fills up so fast.
It does. All of them kind of fill up kind of fast.
They do. Was y'all
full? It was sold out almost immediately.
They only take a limited group of people, which is obvious because you're taking people to see birds. You can only take so many people. So once it sells out, it sells out. And don't they only do it one time of the year?
Yes, it's just one time of the year is when they do it.
It was in August last year, and it was in August again this year. So just bank on the first week of August if you're interested in that.
Yeah, if you like birding, it's a pretty awesome. The guides are tremendous. They know so much. And me and Mary Carl, all of us, we go on these birding adventures, but to have somebody there that, I know, it's just cool. It's really cool.
A guide that can, they scout weeks in advance. So they're knowing, where the hot spots are and where they're going to take you in advance and what you're probably going to see and where to go. So very, very beneficial to have that group here in Alabama.
Yep. It's fun. Absolutely fun. Had a great time.
I hope you don't ask me what's for supper.
I'm not asking you nothing about supper. I'm going to eat a bowl of cereal. We're too tired.
We are too tired. I was going to say that all varieties of Luberson have made their way back in stock. I talked to Lauren this morning at Luberson, and she told me to let you guys know that if you have been waiting on some for your pet or some for yourself that has been out of stock, it has been restocked. And all varieties, as of right now, are in stock. Luberson.com, COG HEAL is the promo code, all one word.
Mary said, what do you call an owl with a sore throat? A bird that doesn't give a hoot.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh, goodness.
Oh, me. So what's for supper for you guys?
For you guys.
We were out.
Actually, I did go get Ryan and Jason pizza yesterday for lunch.
Yeah.
And then hamburgers for dinner. And we have a whole pizza left over. So you can have pizza if you choose.
Ooh, Dee, I hope you got some water by you.
What's she having?
She's having chili with jalapenos and habaneros from her garden. Them habaneros now, they gotta be careful with them.
I don't want any of that because I would have to have. Oh goodness, Catherine told me something the other day that I had never heard it called. It was Catherine, are you here?
I have not seen her.
I haven't either.
A calzone.
What did she call them? She didn't call them Tums. We always call them Tums.
We call them Tums.
No matter what brand it is. No. Tummy something.
Barbecue chicken thighs. I like barbecue. I like chicken thighs.
Yeah, I do too.
I like chicken thighs.
I really
hot chicken wings. Talking my language, Jennifer.
Hamburger. Somebody said we got them in the mood for a hamburger. I do have some chicken in the refrigerator that's thawed out. I may grill some chicken.
I'm serious. I don't need anything.
Well, I have to eat something. I don't know about you.
Casserole. Grapes and cheese. Tell me what?
Tell me tamer. No, that's not it.
Beef stew, tomato pie.
She's not on here, obviously.
Chicken soup.
What is it called?
Tuna casserole, pork roast, and mashed potatoes. Baby lima beans.
Lots and lots of good dinners tonight. Tacos. I feel like you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm restricted from eating, and I'm not. I'm not. But that's my mindset. Is I feel like it is because I don't have anything prepared.
While I was talking about chicken thighs, are y'all when it comes to chicken, are you a dark meat or white meat?
Well,
I'm dark. To me, the white meat's always just a little too dry and tough.
I've always been white meat. I've always liked the breast and the wing part of the chicken, and then Jason always ate dark meat, and then he got me kind of feeling differently. I kind of feel like the dark has more flavor.
There's a white, either.
I'm not picky either. I can eat either one, but dark. I used to would
both white, dark. It's about 50-50.
It's about 50-50.
It's about 50-50.
It is about 50-50. All right.
Interesting.
So if you're tuning in late and you've asked about the skillets, we will update as soon as we can. We've talked to Lodge. We can get more. They have had a price increase on their side of $5. So the new price will be $34.99 plus shipping. And we are going to do a pre-sale. Yeah. So that way we know how many to get and people can be guaranteed that they'll get them. If you pay for it, you're going to get it. And we just are waiting on, no, it's not Rolaids.
Somebody said that we got new shirts. There is some other stuff on the website that's new too. We forgot.
We forgot. Yeah. We did not even realize.
But go check it out.
Go check out the new stuff on the website. I'll tell y'all what it is. www.coghillfarm.com.
In the video the other day, you didn't know it. I put too many W's in there.
I did?
I rolled out 4.
On a link or something?
No, I said it.
Oh.
I said 4 W's.
Oh.
By mistake.
Well.
I didn't catch it until I was editing.
And you said www?
Yeah.
Everybody needs that.
Oh, me. Oh, goodness.
Hopefully they didn't enter it like that.
I hope not.
It probably didn't work.
It probably didn't work.
What is Michael Key cooking?
He said he liked that Cog-Hill farm raised chicken. He missed it.
Oh, goodness, Michael.
That was work, brother. He knows
it was work.
He knows it.
Not that what we do now ain't work, but it was a different kind.
It does sound like a radio station.
What? www? It does.
Oh, goodness.
All right, y'all. Well, we will plan to be here on Saturday morning. Everything should be back on a regular schedule now. And video should be tomorrow. I should have one Thursday. And we will keep y'all updated on what happens with the skillets. And once again, we thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts. We had no idea it was going to go that way. Absolutely. And we apologize to those that missed out. Those of you that were wanting one that hung your head, you're going to get a second chance.
Yep.
We're not going to let it end like this. And we just are I don't know what the word is. Humbled. We are humbled. And we are very thankful for you guys, each and every one of you.
Yep. See y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's video.
That's right.
Y'all be good.